tonight to our 9th annual Mr. HHS Pageant, the Bachelors of Holt High School. I'm Emma Zack.
And I'm Sydney Scott, and we'll be your hosts for tonight.
Thank you for joining us this evening to help us determine who will be this year's reigning Mr. Holt High School.
Contestants will be judged in the following categories to determine who will win the crown: casual wear, formal wear, and interview, along with the talent.
This year, Swofford Scholarship.
Our contestants are first scored on the basis of two categories: judges' scores and fundraising money they have collected. The top 3 contestants will be awarded at the end of the show. Then, the audience at home will choose the final winner by donating to their favorite contestant. The winner will be announced on Holt's Stuco Twitter in the upcoming days.
To start off our show, let's introduce our judges. On the faculty side, we have Mrs. Hess from the Science Department, who has been teaching at Holt for the past 23 years. Mrs. Hess's hidden talent is wiggling her ears, and her last meal would be Chinese food.
From the Social Studies Department, we have Mrs. Chase. This is her 16th year at Holt. Mrs. Chase's spirit animal is a cat, and her last meal would be P.F. Chang's Kung Pao chicken.
Next up, from our English department, we have Mrs. Swanson, who has been teaching at Holt for 6 years. Mrs. Swanson's spirit animal is a tiger because it is elusive, beautiful, full of courage, and inner strength. And her last meal would be a ribeye steak, rare, mushrooms, and a Caesar salad. Now for the judges on the student side, we have Manny McLemore, Nick Hartung, Bailey Tucker, and Julia Green.
Up first, we have Manny McLemore, a varsity basketball player. Manny plans to attend Milligan University to continue his basketball career, and in his free time, he likes to skateboard.
Next, we have Nick Hartung. Nick is a part of Yearbooks Club, NHS, Link Crew, and a member of the swim team. Nick spends his free time volunteering, and fun fact, he doesn't have an H in his name.
Following him is Bailey Tucker. Bailey is involved in art at Holt and enjoys doing photography both in and outside of class. She enjoys thrift shopping and listening to music in her spare time.
And finally, Julia Green, a member of Link Crew and captain of the basketball team. Fun fact about Julia, she was on the Disney Channel. You might have seen her in the Proud Family movie as a little peanut that dance battled Zoe. And in her free time, she likes listening to Tokyo Drift while racing on the highway. Way to go, Julia.
Now that we've introduced our judges, it's time to get the real show started. Our first category is casual wear. Contestants in this round will be judged on their first impression to our judges, as well as their biographies. I think it's time we got the bachelors out here.
Now let's turn our attention to the first bachelor.
First off, we have Mr. Track, Andrew Wayman. Andrew is a member of the varsity track team in DECA. Andrew's future plans are to attend UCM and major in aviation. In his free time, he likes to work out, hang with his friends, and races, and listen to music. Andrew's useless talent is that he can put water in his mouth and make it come out of his eye. If Andrew's life could be a movie, he'd make it Avatar.
Here comes Mr. Stuco himself, TJ Riley. TJ is a part of Link Crew, Stuco, FBLA, along with other clubs. TJ's future plans are to become a robotics engineer and develop machines for healthcare workers as well as patients while they're in the hospital back home recovering. TJ spends his free time watching anime, reading, and making designs for clothing. TJ also considers the way he spends his free time as a useless talent. Neat. If his life could be any movie, he'd play Bruce Almighty. Now that we've seen Mr. Track and Mr. Stuco, what does our faculty judges think? You guys have any comments?
Ms. Hess and I would like to know if Andrew will be showing us his useless talent this evening. Yeah, we're definitely curious about this. Yeah.
Well, Andrew's Andrew, and TJ was pretty impressive with that outfit. I like that outfit, TJ.
And now for our student judges.
I think we're getting off to a great start.
They have happened their stuff. I like it.
TJ's dripping, and I think Andrew's about to go off.
I like the dice roll.
Next up, we have Connor Dalton, Mr. Basketball. Connor is involved in Stuco and basketball. His future plans are to attend SCC in the fall. Connor enjoys eating at Red Robin in his free time. Yum. Connor has an excellent singing voice, and his useless talent is being able to sing the quadratic formula. If he could turn his life into any movie, it'd be Ratatouille.
Here we have Greg Mose, aka Mr. Thespians. Greg is heavily involved in the theater department's last play as Victor Frankenstein. After high school, he plans to attend college for a theater education. In Greg's free time, he enjoys spending time with friends and family, acting and watching TikToks. Greg's useless talent is that he can spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Seriously ask him to do it. According to Greg, if his life was a movie, it would be Love, Simon. Now that we've seen Mr. Basketball and Mr. Thespian, let's get some feedback from our staff. You guys got anything? Speechless. I think that's a good thing.
Now for our student feedback.
I'd like to see Greg spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious on command.
Interesting.
I just want to know what the appeal of Ratatouille is, personally.
Tough.
That was good.
Following, we have Gabe Mueller, aka Mr. Publications. After high school, he plans to become a chiropractor or physical therapist that specializes with dancers. In his free time, Gabe enjoys watching movies and listening to music. His useless talent is that he can twirl a pen around his thumb. According to Gabe, if his life was a movie, it would be Princess Bride.
And last, but certainly not least, we introduce Corey Lamb, Mr. Tennis. Corey's future plans are to live life and, quote, pay taxes, I guess. In his free time, he tends to alphabetize his dramatic moments. Let's make time fly. Corey's useless talent is anything he learned from middle to high school. If this bachelor could turn his life into any movie, it'd be Kill Bill.
Now that we've seen Mr. Publications and Mr. Tennis, what do our faculty judges think? You guys have any comments?
I think this is just a stepping stone for Corey on his way to fame.
I can agree with that.
Do the student judges have anything to add?
I'm still mentally recovering from Corey's walkout, so no.
Corey ate, and I love Nicki Minaj, so yeah.
Thank you, judges.
All right. Every bachelor wants that final rose. Let's see who's willing to battle it out in the talent section.
Our first act of the night will be performed by Mr. Track himself, who's gracing us with his angelic vocal abilities.
Lock them doors and turn the lights down low, and put some music on these songs and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. Ain't nobody ever loved nobody the way that I love you. We're alone now and you don't know how long I've wanted to. Lock the doors and turn the lights some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. Ain't nobody ever loved nobody the way that I love you. We're alone now and you don't know how long I've wanted to. Lock the doors and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man.
Yep, that was quite a singing voice Andrew has.
Next, we have Mr. Suko, who will be throwing down on the piano, All of Me by John Legend.
Faculty judges, what are your thoughts on the first two ads?
I think they're very great. I was pleasantly surprised by Andrew's voice.
A lot of hidden talents. Very, very impressive. I didn't think that was really Andrew's voice at first, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's really him. That's interesting. And TJ, that was a long, long song for TJ, and I think he just learned it today, as we told him.
It's both very impressive, both very impressive.
Now for our student judges.
Andrew, that was pretty good. I wasn't expecting that. I like the shaky dance. TJ, a little shaky, bro.
I think I've heard Andrew sing about being turned on enough for the rest of my life.
And sticky keys weren't the reason for that performance.
Thank you, judges. Now let's give it up for Mr. Basketball, Connor Dalton, who will be showing off his wrestling skills.
This is your winner? I'm the real Mr. HHS. Rest in peace.
Who let the grill out?
Quite the show.
Got a little bit of dust in the air now, but hey. Alright, next up, we have Mr. Thespian, Greg Mose, performing 2 short monologues for us.
First, did someone actually want me to spell that? I don't know what was happening. I could not hear anything. One of you wanted me to spell it? Someone told me back said someone wanted me to spell it. Does someone actually want me to spell it? Okay. SUPERCALIFRAGILISTICEXPIALIDOCIOUS. If I had one wish in life, why, I'd like to live in the McDonald's right there in the restaurant, instead of this old place. Lord, I could sit in the McDonald's all day, and I've done it too. Walked the 7 miles with the sun on its way. First one there, last one to leave, just like some old French fry they forgot. I'm so sick of how all you people view me. Your point of view is repulsive. Look how you worry. Oh no, where were you? Why were you outside for so long? One day you will cause a heart attack inside yourself. What will you do dead? What good will all that ignorant worrying have done for you? You're one of those people that think if they don't worry, something bad will happen. So you constantly worry like a neurotic. Is that normal? Meanwhile, you all look at me like I'm the lunatic. I'm the only sane one in this crazy family. You are all the lunatics. Did you see the way my brother was eating those buffalo wings? Disgusting. He is way too old to not be using napkins. You noticed that? I did. All sticky from his filthy fingers. Who does that? Who walks through life at his age, completely unaware, completely oblivious to the entire world, because he's and he thinks he has the right to call me stupid when I'm not. I'm intelligent. You are all the ones that are ignorant. Ignorant fools. Thank you.
Very expressive.
Very powerful. So we're just going to have faculty judges. What are your thoughts on those two acts?
I was kind of curious about Connor, if that was really his talent or that's just what they do on Friday nights. Yeah, and Greg, you can come join my side class at any time, and we'll see if we can get you some help.
Do you guys have anything else to add? Oddly concerned about buffalo wings, noted.
Okay, now for our student judges. Do we have anything to add? Speechless. All right.
All right, now we're going to have Gabe Mueller, who will be performing a dance solo for us.
Have you ever felt it could all go away if you blink? If you never stop running, you won't fall behind. So you think, and you wonder in your heart if you still are who you are. Who are you?
Starting over. Restart. You got it.
Have you ever felt it could all go away if you blink? If you never stop running, you won't fall behind. So you think, and you wonder in your heart if you still are who you are. Who are you? Nothing's as it seems till it all falls apart. If you have a dream, chase it. If you feel hope, don't waste it. If you fall in love, embrace it. Never take a single breath for granted. The story's yours, go right. Tomorrow's undecided. Our days are counted on this planet. Never take a single breath, take a single breath for granted.
You gotta keep going. Even after several technical difficulties, I think that was still beautiful.
Yeah,
if I say so
I
myself.
admired the passion and resilience of that performance. Very good.
All right, last but not least, we have Mr. Tennis.
watch me jump like a candle. Dance. Killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less is the best is a melody. Love it, I'll leave it. You better get quick. You better hit pull, now the kids jump quick. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook on my DJ revolve. And I'm out of here. Thanks for coming.
I'm speechless, genuinely.
Yeah.
Faculty judges, do we have any thoughts on our last talent?
I was really impressed with Gabe's. That was beautiful. Like that was.
I can't wait to hear his final decision for where he's going to dance in college. He's amazing. And Corey, that was pretty good too. I liked it. I liked your DJ too. DJ was awesome.
Student judges, anything to add?
Yeah.
I want to know if Corey is going to drop a cover album on Spotify.
I think they actually both did really great despite the tech.
I agree.
All right, let's have one last round of applause for our talents. Now, our bachelors will be answering some real mind-boggling questions.
First, we have Mr. Track, escorted by Miss Olivia Nerd. Hey guys. The question is, if you could choose one of your senses to be improved, what sense would that be and why?
Hearing, because I know sometimes when you're taking a test, you just want to hear. There's certain things, I don't know. And like when the teacher's talking, some of them are quiet. Sometimes you just really want to know what people are saying. I feel like that could improve daily life activities. It can make them a lot easier.
You said hearing, so that's an interesting one. Yeah, thank you.
All right, well, thank
For that great question.
Now, we have Mr. Stuco, escorted by Miss Savannah Sonnenberg. All right, TJ, our question for you is, who's the person you admire the most and why is that?
That's definitely going to be my dad, because where he was raised up to at the best area, he didn't let that keep him down, and now, we're able to have a house and he has his job, and I go to a school like this. It's very welcoming. I love the support he's given me.
Really lovely answer, thank you.
Next, we have Mr. Basketball, escorted by Rob. Your question is, what would you do if you had all the money in the world at your disposal?
I'll let my expert answer this one. What he's trying to say is, if I had all the money in the world to my liking, I would probably help the starving children of America. But in all seriousness, there's a lot of homeless people in St. Louis that could use a lot of real help, and that's what I do with all the money in the world. Does that help there?
Very heartfelt. Thank you.
Next up, we have Mr. Thespian, escorted by Miss Hannah Schumerman. All right, so your question is, which celebrity would you invite to a dinner party, dead or alive, and why would you invite that celebrity?
Harry Styles, 100%, because he is an icon.
Okay, valid answer. Perfect, thank you guys.
Up next, we have Mr. Publications, escorted by Miss Kayla Webber. Your question is to name, or what are 3 important things to you?
My mom, my cats, and dancing.
Very valid, thank you.
Nice and concise. Finally, we have Mr. Tennis, escorted by Miss Claire Emery. Looking good. All right. So your question is, how do you eat a taco?
Well, it depends what kind of taco. Is anything a taco? Would you consider a burger a taco? I eat a taco the normal way. Shell up, hard taco we're talking about here, people. Shell up, meat on bottom, cheese, lettuce, tomato, sour cream, in that order. Anything else is wrong. Turn your head to the side, take a big crunch out of it. Get every single ingredient. That's the correct way to eat a taco.
Thank you for the details. I loved it. Thank you. All right, so then that will conclude our formal section.
Judges, do you have anything to add?
Yep.
I'm really curious about soft tacos. Hold on, you want to ask
Corey, I'm really curious about soft tacos.
Corey's got nothing to say. No, he doesn't eat soft tacos because I guess they don't count, so, okay.
Andrew, in our next unit, we're going to give you a colorblind test. And see how that turns out.
Ms. Swanson, you have anything to add?
I think Corey's question was the easiest, but he did such a great job of the answer. Yeah.
Thank you, judges.
All right. Like we mentioned earlier, all proceeds of the show are donated to this year's Swofford Scholarship.
The Kings will be collecting donations for votes in the upcoming weeks of school, and you can donate online with our Venmo at Mr. HHS The Bachelors. The Venmo will also be linked in the description.
All right, so before we reveal our top 3 bachelors, we have one last chance for these guys to show you all they've got with a choreographed dance routine.
Without further ado, here are our bachelors of HHS.
Well, thank you, I guess. No comments? No?
You guys have anything to say? Anything
MIA,
at all?
I believe.
Gabe did a great job of recovering with that fly down. Just gotta say that real quick.
Anybody else? I think that performance was great, you know?
Honestly, very entertaining. I don't have anything bad to say about it.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so everyone did an amazing job, but tonight only the best will survive. The votes are being counted right now, and the results are coming in.
So we'll be back after a short break.
Show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much.
Here with 3 bachelors will be moving on to the final vote tonight.
Everyone did an amazing job, but tonight only the best will survive. Now for our top 3 in no particular order.
First is Corey. Congratulations, Corey.
Alright, next we have TJ.
Congratulations, TJ. And last but not least, we have Gabe.
Let's give one more round of applause for our final 3 contestants. Now that we know our finalists, it's time to cast your votes.
The king that receives the crown will be chosen by you all at Holt High School.
Next week, drawers will be out so you can donate money to your favorite finalists. In addition, there will be a Venmo tag, as we've mentioned a couple times before, and our YouTube link for you to donate as well. Make sure to put the name that you want to donate for in the description if you use the Venmo.
Let's give another round of applause to our judges, tech crew, and backstage crew.
Great job to all the bachelors tonight, and congratulations to our top 3.
Everyone have a great rest of your night.
Thank you for tuning in and have a good time.
Green King Friday!
You can turn me on with just a touch.